Here we go. Oh god, this thing has got a turning circle of a freaking jumbo jet. Oh, right. Welcome to Devon Dad. We are currently going to detail this classic 2001 Land Rover Defender that's been hugely neglected by my father-in-law. So let's see. Oh my god. Don't go around corners in these things so they don't turn. Okay, here we go. Woo! Second gear. This thing is an absolute beast. 2001 Land Rover Defender 110. One owner from new. Never been washed since 2001. Has gone through multiple new doors. Various bits and pieces been glued back on. Oh god, hang on. Right. Oh my god. Second gear. Yeah, various bits and pieces have been glued back on. It's had a brand new galvanised chassis at one point because it fell off. And yeah, we're going to see if we can bring this former British legend back to life. Stay tuned. All right, so we're doing the Land Rover detail today, and so I think we'll just get straight to it. We're going to start with the undercarriage first, and if you've seen already the unboxing of the new toy, in this foam cannon I'm using Bilt Hambers, a sort of a cocktail of the auto foam with the Surfex HD. So I've got, I think, hang on, let me just check my quantity. So I've put in 80 millilitres of the auto foam plus 30 millilitres of Surfex HD, and I'm going to fill this thing up because I'm probably going to use this for the engine bay as well. And then, so that's our undercarriage, and what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to foam up the undercarriage and I'm going to leave it, do the wheels, and then rinse it off when I'm doing the wheels to save a bit of time. And then for the wheel regime, I've got my P&S Brake Buster neat in the foam cannon, and then I can adjust it depending on how concentrated I want it with the nozzle on the top. So I think I'm probably just going to go straight, neat. And along that, I'm going to use Quick Beads as a sealant, and possibly I did bring the wheel wax as well, so I might give it a double bubble. These are quite, so we've got quite small alloys, which is great, but it's a 2001 car, never been cleaned, one owner from new. It's an absolute monster. TD5, it's a complete tank. When it comes to the bodywork, in a minute, I don't know what I'm going to do, but yeah. So, and then where was I? I do have the iron remover as well. So, but I keep saying I'm running out of this, but I've, you know, like I say, with this, I said before, with the system, the DIY detail system, you can use very little of this for multiple cars if you use it wisely. So that's the wheels, and then once we've done the wheels, we'll move on to the body. So we use a foam rinse foam. I've got my incredible Suds in the foam cannon, and we could do a hybrid wash, but I think I'm just going to go soap the whole way. I do want to do an engine bay detail on this one, but I'm going to leave that till last. I know you should probably do it at the beginning, but I've not lifted the bonnet yet, and I'm a bit scared of that bit. Not because I'm scared of doing engine bays, it's just something might jump out and get me. And then, so let's talk about the bodywork. So the bodywork, we've got the foam, mince foam. I might just hit it with quick beads as a sealant, and I brought the bead maker with me as well. So the process, sorry, let me start again. We're going to do the foam, rinse foam. I'm going to use iron remover, and this time I've actually bought a clay bar because I don't want to use my clay towel. It should be fine, but there's so many jagged edges and bits of rust and stuff. I don't want to shred and slice my my perforated clay towel on that. So I'm going to use a very mild Bilt Hamber clay bar. This stuff's great, and I can use that with soap. I don't need dedicated clay lubes or that nonsense. And then I'm also going to do water spot remover, and that will help break down a lot of the minerals on the paint and just give it a bit more bit more of a deeper clean, so we can get the sealants to adhere to the paint. And then I've also brought along the Fuso wax. This would go great, I think, on this blue paint. I've thrown in some shots as well, so you can really see the state of this. So and then for windows, I've got exterior windows. I've got the Glaco compound with the sealant, and then I'm also planning on doing a bit of light polishing. So as we know, I don't have a polisher, so I'm going to use a microfiber pad and the Auto Finesse 333. So this is kind of like it's got a little bit of abrasive in it, but it's like a finishing polish, just to give it a bit of extra glow if I can. I'm not looking for paint correction and stuff. I don't know how much paint's left on this thing. So it's just to try and gloss it up a bit. And then I'll probably hit it with a bit of panel wipe, just to get rid of any polishing oils, and then hit it with the protectants. And then once we've done the exterior detail, we're going to move on to the interior. And I do have an interior regime as well, which we haven't really done much interior stuff because I keep kind of getting sidetracked on it. So I've got my Tri-Clean, which is going to pick up a lot of it. I use that as my sort of heavy hitter when it comes to getting a lot of the dirt out. I'm going to use the rinseless wash for getting the surface dust off, and I do actually have access to a air compressor, so I'm going to blow out a lot of the junk, I think. And it is pretty heavily soiled in there. It's pretty interesting. And then I'm going to finish off with some Angel Wax, Angel. It's like a sort of a nice sort of, it's actually called a restorer, but it just gives a really nice matte finish on the surfaces, and it just comes up really beautiful, and it gives it a little bit of UV protection, I think, as well. So that's the main products we're using, and then kind of the usual stuff. We've got this is a Rag Company wash mitt for the wash process. I managed to find my little timber picks for getting into the real heavy stuff, the nooks and crannies. Wool regime. We've got the Easy Detail brush, lug nut brush, and some other bits. So, where was I? Let's talk about so I've got my typical kit. So the little wash mitt that I got with the undercarriage thing, I'm going to use on the wheels. I think that'd be quite handy. I've got the body brush, the muck off one, my EZ Detail, Easy, whatever you want to say, and the lug nut brush. I mean, it's not really the bolts on this, nuts on this thing are massive. There's not really going to get in there. We've got the Karcher K2 with the new hose, and that hose is just off Amazon, along with the short gun. I've also did bring the, I'll find the nozzle in a minute. I did bring the 60-degree nozzle for the engine bay, but I mean, I think we should be fine. And then I've got a selection of towels. So this is the sealant application towel for the wheel. I've got a selection of towels for applying polishes, buffing polishes. This is a slightly more rugged drying towel because, again, I don't use my best drying towel on this vehicle because I don't want it to get ripped to shreds. So this has got nice and soft. And then I've got glass towels, junk towel, another towel, and then slightly more plush towels. And then that's my favorite one. And then, oh, excuse me, I've also bought my Makita leaf blower just to help blow out some of that junk. And yeah, here's all my stuff. DIY takes on Land Rover. Let's send it. Oh wait, cup of tea. Now let's send it. So there's one thing that I wanted to say about the Mingle undercarriage foam cannon is when you take this lid off, don't hold it by this brass section because it loosens it away and it becomes loose here. So make sure you hold it by the lid and not by that because it will come loose at this weird angle here. All right, top tip. So just going to go straight in with a brake buster, I reckon. Oh yeah, this is where it's at. So I know we talked about doing a foam mix foam, but I think I'm going to do foam mix foam on the wheels first and see how we get on. So there it is, it's doing its job nicely. You see the browning on the tyres. I'm not going to use a dedicated tyre cleaner because I really don't understand the point. I know a lot of brands are really hyping it up, but so in my wash bucket I've got some incredible Suds. Let's give this a rinse. Wow, okay. Oh god. So that's got the heavy grit off. Kind of. I'm going to hit it with some of this. I think I'm going to kind of ignore the barrels. That's a lot. Let that do its thing. And then let's layer it up with some more Brake Buster. Whew, I love this stuff. It's so good. So I mean, I don't want to be using little brushes on this. And I guess a lot of people who drive big trucks and stuff are used to detailing these mammoth wheels / tyres. Oh my word. Wow. So I might need something stronger. Oh my God. Okay. Let's get the... See what this does. I mean, it's getting stuff off. Some bits are going back to silver. Oh, Jesus. I don't know what we're going to be able to achieve here today. Some wire wool maybe? Right, I'm going to get some gloves, hang on. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to spray some Brake Buster neath. And I want, and I'm going to hit it with the foam again, just to sort of help it grab. And give it more dwell time, because I think the more dwell time it has, the more it's going to really... Okay. And you've got the sun on it now as well. You can see, really pulling it off. So I'm going to hit the back wheel here while I'm waiting. But I think, like I said before, I don't think I'm going to be too precious about the barrels, because I don't have a huge amount of product, and I'm not taking the wheels off, so I think there's only so much I can do, and I've really got to be careful, or this thing's not going to have any paint left. What have I got myself into? So the sun is coming out. We might have to move underneath the canopy at some point. Let's have a look. It's trying. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. A bit of perseverance, and I think we might end up with a silver wheel again. Holy gonias. Right. Let's sit down. Look at that. So I think a stiffer brush really help getting in there and helping to remove this, but it's, you know, it's soft enough that it shouldn't really scratch the hell out of the wheel. Oh, phenomenal. Look at this. So, does this mean that Brake Buster is the best wheel cleaner in the world? Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It's doing the job. Right, let's keep it going. Before I put it back in the bucket, I'm gonna just Have a look. Okay. Wow. His car. I don't know a lot about Land Rovers. That one's loose. Anyway, let's keep going. Another hit. And you know, with the Brake Buster, I think there's like a weird two-tone on the tyre. I wonder if it's brake dust baked onto the wheel, onto the tyre itself. Oh, there we go, look. And one thing that's good about Brake Buster, like, doesn't burn your nostrils out. You know, you all know that wheel cleaners, especially with the iron remover in it, absolutely honk. I'm gonna get sprayed here. Tell you what, you need to get wheel dolly if you're into detailing. It's just everything's here. Hopefully, I'm not blocking all the action. Oh my word. Okay. See how good these chemicals work these days. You know, let me know. Do you want to watch this in real time? Do you want it fast forwarded so you don't have to watch me struggle? Well, I think that's part of the fun, isn't it? It's gonna, I think if I get, there's this one. Yeah. I think the handle's about to snap off this one. Oh my God, I'm so impressed with this. You know, let's give this another bit of a, so I can see what I'm doing. It's getting there. It really is getting there. Let's keep going. Should have brought the gallon jug down. Right. Ease up about a minute. Just get it. Let's work it in. So, like I say, I'm going to ignore the barrels. You know, it's. I've got to draw a line somewhere. Look at it, come on, it's working. Come on, boy. Got this. This is going to be phenomenal. It would definitely be easier if the wheel was off, I think. You see this weird, I don't know if you can see the two-tone. Oh, it's almost like it's been painted. Here, up to here. How odd. I know my father-in-law wouldn't have painted it. Not knowing it anyway. Come on, Landy. We're coming back for you. You know, sad thing is, you know, by the time my son's old enough to drive, vehicles like this are going to be relics, collectibles, museum items. Belongs in a museum. I'm going to have to buy a new brush after this. This thing is, the handle's literally able to snap off. Wow. Okay. I'm so impressed with this. Get that in there. What do you reckon next? Detail a tractor? That's the only way, it's the only place up from where Landy, isn't it? Massey, something like that? John Deere? I mean, I know they think they're British made, but I mean, come on now. Let's do one more hit. Let's do one more hit. See, and the good thing, I mean, I know I poured some out. This was full. It's on max setting. And I don't think you actually use that much if you use it in a foam cannon. And why would you not? Like, if you can. I mean, especially for, you know, if you've got a well-maintained vehicle, who wants to be spraying bottles every 5 minutes? Maybe it's just me because I'm old. Let's have a wash bucket. Let's have a go with this thing. This will work. I don't know if this is going to do any better, but. Oh, it's too soft. It's too soft. I've lost it. I've got glove for water. Just get that bit off. See, there's some pretty heavy scratches in this. And I might, you know what? I might get a little bit of metal polish in a minute and see if we can really bring this back. "24 years of brake dust. 24 years of brake dust. How many of you watching this are 24 years old? None. Wow. I mean, some of you are probably watching this who are really, really meticulous, saying, I'm very, very sporadic, very random with my going to this bit, going to that bit. And I think it's more of an excitement of still just pouring out of this thing. Right, so I'm going to get the metal polish and just do a test spot, because again, you know, these are alloys. I don't want to take the, maybe not metal polish. I'm going to try a 333. I'll be careful because this isn't a tractor, no. These are alloy wheels that have got clear coat on them, so I think perhaps where the clear coat has perished, my thinking is, do I do wax and then quick beads, or do I do quick beads and wax? let me know in the comments what you would do, and we'll see how it turns out. I mean, let's be honest, this thing's probably not going to get clean again. Oh, I can hear my son playing up in the garden. Right, one more hit. Neat. Be one of those Ivan Lacroix chair things that they have. One day maybe I'll have all the kit, you know. If you want to support the channel, there's a buy my coffee link in the description. Please feel free to send a couple of pence my way, and maybe I'll buy some more incredible suds. And thank you for supporting the channel. You know, look, everybody so far has been so amazing. I'm so touched, and it's incredible. Thank you so much. Oh, right. So, I mean, yeah. It wants to come off. It wants to come off. Just needs something a little bit more. It's really broken down now. It wants to come off. Oh my God. You know, I've had this brush for a long time, and the build construction, and you know, a lot of brushes would have fallen apart. You know, testament to EZ Detail or EZ Detail. That is a quality brush. Well done, guys and girls, people. That is phenomenal, phenomenal work. You know, unfortunately, you're not going to make much money out of me because I've had this brush for like 4 years. So, you know. Right, let's get the other brush again. Come on, we can get this. Now, let's just... I think I'm just going to leave. I can't take the bolts off. I think these are cats. I don't know. I don't know enough about bandies. Maybe I'll Google. Right, I'm going to get a little bit of metal polish. Just see what we can do. Oh, I'm so happy. So impressed. This is great. Whoa! Oh, my leg. You know what I'm going to do? To make my life a bit easier. So I can clean this thing down a bit. I'm going to 1, 2, 3. Okay. Right. So one thing to bear in mind, metal polish is very, very abrasive. It's designed for metal, you know. Fortunately, it's dried out a bit. So let's just try. Is that tar? It's some tar, really. Probably not. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. Right. Okay, baby. Here we go. It's when the wheel dries out and hits the sun, you realise that you've freaking... You've got little marks. Like you've been using a Brillo pad on it. I hope that won't be the case. I think perhaps because I have put a little bit of water with it because it was hard, it has actually softened it up a little bit. What would you use on wheels like this? You know? If I can get these deeper scratches to look alright, this wheel's, you can see the silver. You can see the silver. God, this is intense. This is intense. I mean, I don't really want to spend all day on one wheel, but that's, I would say that's pretty good, you know. I think I'd have to manage expectations here, you know, it's not going to be it's going to be brand new again, but actually getting some of those scratches out. Wow. Absolutely phenomenal. So I'm probably just going to give it another quick, just one. I don't waste it. Okay, and then we'll trust the tyres in a bit when it's dried off a bit. That's brilliant. That is phenomenal. That is absolutely brilliant. I don't want to dry it off because I'm going to foam the car in a minute, but oh yeah. Okay, let's crack on. Hey buddy, how you doing? Okay, in a bit. Let me have a think of what you can do for me. Where's Mummy? Oh, there she is. That's the end of the hose pipe. Yeah, I've got glovers on. Okay. Just okay, go on then, go. Sit. Okay, and stop. Right, no, you stay there. Stay there. You want to sit down and do it? Okay. And then we're gonna 1, 2, 3. Okay, go on in. Rinse it off. Gonna keep going. Oh good, that's it. Thank you.
Maybe like Bilt.
Yeah.